Hello everybody and welcome back to another Space Engineers video, and today we're going to be reviewing something I have recently uploaded to the Steam Workshop. That's right, you all saw the video that I posted up earlier, the little cutscene I made about this ship. It is the UIC's Super Destroyer Berlin, Interstellar Super Destroyer, or ISD Berlin, as it will be actually known for. This here is a modded ship. So there are a few mods, many of which are meant for aesthetic looks. So there's a few mods on there that give you access to ramps that are 1x3, others and all the way up to 1x6, and then some weapon core mods as well, and then some shield cores, and then the super laser, and then there's a few mods that I think are really good for vanilla, so like the interface block, and that's about it. So it does have a few mods on here, so if you're a vanilla player, probably won't be able to use this one. But, I mean, hey, it's a good set of mods. It also uses the plasma thruster mod, which is like a hydrogen thruster, except it has 4 times the thrust, but uses 8 times the more fuel. So, 8 times more fuel, 4 times more thrust. For me, I think it works out. So as we can see, we have this really long, it's very slender, very slim, I'm gonna say, and many people say it has a very insectoid look, and to which I can kinda see. However, let's get towards really analyzing this ship. So all these parts here move when the gun fires, and that front part moves back while these rotate over, and then those will push in. And this is timed to where if you're on survival, you can actually fire it a second time once as soon as these are pushed all the way back up forwards. And then you can do that up to 3 times before it needs to do the main actual reload. Now this laser here will chew through a lot of power. And no, it does not actually need this super long barrel. I made this barrel simply for the fact that it makes it look really good, in my opinion. It just really, I'm trying to think of a good word to use. It sells the fact that this ship is nothing more than a giant gun, is what I'm trying to get at. Because that's basically what the ship is, it's a giant gun. Everything up here, I mean, if you're at a point where you're engaging and these guns up here are being used, then you're not really using this ship properly. I mean, these are all defensive cannons meant to help you get away. If anything, I don't think this giant ship should have any turrets on it, due to the fact that, I mean, that main laser has 65-kilometer range, and it can pretty much one-shot anything it hits. Almost, at least. It can almost one-shot everything it hits. So let's go on ahead and let's explore the interior a little bit. Let's explore the interior. So the inside of it is not much of anything special. So here we have the main area. You walk into here, and then you can, I'm gonna say it's like a pre-airlock for the actual airlock. Airlocks is nothing more than a air pressurizer set to depressurize, and then 2 doors. So turning in here, we have the captain's cabin. It's not much of anything too special, but I mean, it's a nice little cabin. Here we have the main lobby area, along with a security officer desk, and then you have a bunch of chairs in here that do a bunch of different jobs. There's the main control, and then there's a weapons specialist, and these things can be set up to have whatever role you want. I have left them pretty much empty, So before we go up to the bridge, let's go into here. So this is basically nothing more than the med bay. Bunch of decorations. You have the main purpose of the med bay. You have the actual med bay itself, and then you have 6 in total cryopods. So you have 6 total cryopods within this. So long distance naps. If you ever need those, I need a lot of them personally. I need my nap time. Bunch of decorative little crates so you can store whatever the hell you need in here. And now we're moving up to the bridge. So either of these doors will take you into the bridge. They both go to the same place. It's just a little bit of a loop around. Here you have your shield modulator, your shield enhancer, a ton of gyroscopes that I didn't have room for anywhere else because, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to fill this place up a little bit, and I feel like gyroscopes was the way to go with it, even though they probably weren't. So you have your weapons manager. As you can see down on the hotbar, you have 2 different hotbars to control main stuff. So you control the anti-fighter systems, or you can activate the weapons overall. And yeah, this controls all the batteries apart from the main cannons, and then everything else. That there controls defensive cannons. Number 8. Turn all defensive cannons off and on as you please. And then here you have your main control for piloting area. So it's got some good gyroscopic control, given the fact that you're meant to be sitting at a range of about, well, basically more than 30 kilometers. This is pretty much all you need. Speed settings, which I'm not. I play with the max because I like really fast. As you can see, she is very, very fast. Mainly because of those plasma thrusters. Quite nice. You can set up a connector port on the sides where I originally had them, but I will warn you. Some problems that I had with that was spinning. The moment you add in a connection port on the side of this thing, for some reason the ship will only want to spin and spin and spin and spin some more. The ship really likes to frickin' spin. So going down here we will have the crew's sleeping quarters and a maintenance bay. So this is the preemptive little maintenance bay, or a little lounge lobby type area. And here we have the sleeping quarters for the crew. So there would be like a total of 3 shifts, I'm gonna say. Morning shift, evening shift, night shift. And 2 shifts are awake at once. The other shift is sleeping. Makes sense, right? Makes total sense. So let's go through and see what all makes this ship so very, very special. And that is the fact that it is nothing more than a giant freaking gun. It's a giant gun. So we're going to target something that I've already made into a blueprint. It's down the hotbar. Press number 2 so we can get some good targeting. So, given that this, I name all of my UIC ships after cities depending on their class, so all destroyers are named after German cities. And all destroyers will have a common theme, being that they will have a forward-facing cannon being their most powerful weapon. So we're going to aim this here at the Umbra battle cruiser. We're going to press number 1. And then we're just going to view. As you can see, just one tick, one hit from that there, and already it's ripped in half. Not even ripped in half, like the whole front end is blown up apart from the very tip of it, which is now just aimlessly floating slowly through space. And we've basically knocked out most of its power. As you can see, it's ready to go again. So we're just going to fire it just to look at the front end of it, or at least what the, I'm gonna say, decorative? I don't know. We're going to get out of the Sao Paulo and look at it. And we're just gonna watch it recharge. See, everything just takes one step at a time. And I really do like how this front end looks. It's very busy, it looks very mechanical, and the rest of it's very sleek. And just, I gotta say, this, out of all the designs of my ships, Delta Fleet is probably the best ships that I've ever designed. They're sleek, they are slim, they look really nice, they have a very nice profile to them, and I just love them. And as you can see, that second shot from the laser has basically just ripped this whole section into nothing. So we're going to fire it again. Let's see what it looks like here. As you can see, this laser goes on a long distance, 65 kilometers in total range. I had a friend who played with me. He did a 50-kilometer jump trying to escape this thing, and I aimed him out by his signal, his radio signal. I had satellites and stuff set up all throughout the area so we can always see where we were. And I used this ship on him, and he used his Infinity. And needless to say that this thing the Infinity did not fare too well against it. In fact, I'll probably pull that out right now. We've all seen its destructive capability in its last video of its cutscene. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Next video I'm going to be making is going to be on the Sao Paulo, because I'm pretty sure this one's all done. So, then I might do the Dresden. What all do you think, guys? Which one do you want to see? The Sao Paulo or the Dresden next? Another Delta Fleet ship, or you want to see something from Alpha? Post which ones you want to see first in the comments below.